Better focus. It's a waiting game. Just gotta wait. 11:42 p.m. It's almost crunch time. It's almost crunch time. I got a good hunch. We might have to do a neighborhood watch in the field. Take advantage of the sun. Watching TV.
It's a lot of people out there come down the pipe. Giving water and hydrating water and supplies, offering services, home, shelter, doctors. A lot of them were successful people before something happened and it goes on the wrong track. There's always been something happens. When it happens, I know everybody got their own story to tell, but I don't know. That's our baby over there. There's been times there's been casualties. There's been times there's been casualties. They overdose. Oh yeah, people overdose all the time. Like overdose as far as death, there has been a lot of food, but like on a daily, on a daily, like just people out there overdose, we have to give them Narcan and stuff like that. It's always like this. Yeah. Yeah. Like over there, as far as death, there has been a lot of food, but like on a daily, on a daily, but like just people out there overdose, we have to give them Narcan and stuff like that. It's always like this. Like over there, as far as death, there has been a lot of food, but like on a daily, on a daily, but like just people out there overdose, we have to give them Narcan and stuff like that. It's always like this. Yeah. For how long has it been like this? So like crowded? No, with all the homeless and on the fentanyl. Probably in the last, I'm going to say, 3 years, it's really gotten really bad. Yeah. Before that, it wasn't bad at all. I really don't know what happened. Maybe it's a pandemic, but yeah, it's gotten a lot worse. Yeah. You're from here, right? Yeah.
used to come down. I started working in downtown in 2008. Super safe. Everywhere you went, no problem. Now, that's like the third, you turn left. That third is where all the buses coming up.
Right.
And there's just homeless people and druggies and shit everywhere. It's kind of sad.
I mean, just like this though, even right in front of the cop right there. So this is the worst spot here. Third Avenue one side.
This is, yeah, Third Avenue right here is kind of the bad part. Further south you go, the worse it gets.
Also, it gets even worse than here in downtown if you go stop left into the project.
Yeah, exactly. If you can stay like here, the pipe, they keep it pretty cleaned up. That's the tourist area.
Yeah, there's like luxury hotels around, the 5-star and all that stuff.
This,
Yeah, the bus stop right here. Wow.
yeah, it's changed a lot. Not for the better.
So just walking past here, guys, you're gonna smell something you never smelled before. I can only imagine what it is. Second-hand smoke. It's crazy how it's just out here in the open like that. And apparently there's nothing that can be done. Interesting enough, this Seattle, Washington guy, a lot of money here. There's a very wealthy Chinese nationals here. There's a lot of very highly paid IT people that come work over here. They get paid very high salaries, so basically the cost of living is very high. Things are very expensive here, and maybe that's part of the problem that is driving a lot of people into these situations when they end up on the streets. And just like that, we're almost right back at the Pike Market. Even inside the market, it's a machine with coins and trying to get whatever you can, guys. So you're gonna see everywhere you park your car here in downtown. Nobody's responsible for anything. Don't leave anything visible in there. Now across the pond over to Bellevue, Kirkland. Even inside the market, it's a machine with coins and trying to get whatever you can, guys. So you're gonna see everywhere you park your car here in downtown. Nobody's responsible for anything. Don't leave anything visible in there. Now across the pond over to Bellevue, Kirkland, this is the area where Microsoft, Google, and Amazon have their offices. I thought there weren't any homeless over here, but apparently, as you can see over there's two right there. Now in Seattle, you see them all over the street. So the north, especially the south, when you get to the projects, there's endless homeless over there. And those are where the cheapest houses are, guys. You really cannot get a house under $1 million over here in Seattle. I'm gonna show you the nicest area now. the other side, guys. That's Seattle over there. This is downtown Kirk now. Feels like you're far, far away from everything that we saw earlier.
Hey guys, let's talk about ESPN Bet, the sports book from your favorite sports brand. With ESPN Bet, you'll get a seamless, personalized experience, and with a couple of taps, add a market you see in the ESPN app to ESPN Bet. Start building your bet slips and add a profit boost to increase your winnings, or check out tons of parlays in the new Parlay Lounge. So easy, you can even sweat your bet alongside your favorite ESPN personalities, including me. So, what are you waiting for? Download today.
The world's greatest cities attract visitors by the millions, soft targets for the waiting scammers. I'm Connor Woodman. I've travelled the globe writing about all kinds of trade, and now I'm investigating the tourist trail.
The guidebooks will tell you exactly what to see, but there's one thing they don't tell you. It's a chapter the thieves don't want written.
Using hidden cameras, I'll uncover the scams that are
or remaining inside town limits after sunset. Such towns were prevalent in the 1800s and early 1900s, and they weren't only limited to the south. They spread across the entire country. In these towns, it was common to see signs that warned, "Don't let the sun go down on you here." These signs would threaten non-white people to leave before nightfall. If they didn't, they faced threats of violence, arrest, and even the possibility of being lynched.
I feel very uncomfortable. Yeah, very uncomfortable.
While you'd expect this type of racism to be a thing of the past,
He says she's lived her entire life, almost 80 years, been through just about everything. 80 years old? Well, just about. I'm sorry, Miss Constance. 76 to be exact.
75.
75.
And the bitch don't even know me.
But did you know that you could perhaps kill somebody?
Yes, but I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friends.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband.
In the 2010s, a unique viral trend emerged. Everyday people from local news interviews were suddenly launched into internet stardom. In the early days of viral news interviews, it was often accidental rather than intentional. Most people being interviewed were caught in unexpected, emotional, or high-stakes situations, reacting naturally to their lives forever. But before we reminisce on some of the most unforgettable viral interviews, let's talk about something that could bring us a little extra escapement into our lives, which I'm sure we all need right now. If you love a good mystery, hidden clue, and also PC. Thank you to June's Journey.
So the girl come downstairs, she come out her apartment with her baby with no shoes on. I said, "Oh, girl, it's cold outside." She said, "Something ain't right." I said, "Oh, man." She said, "Oh, man, the building is on fire." I said, "No, what? I got my 3 kids and we bounced out. We ain't gonna be in no fire, not today."
After her interview went viral online, amassing over 5 million views, she quickly became a YouTube sensation. Within days, she received offers for television appearances.
and now I'm going to talk to the person who has caught, I was going to say caught fire.
Don't say caught fire, but she is a huge sensation. Talking about the It's Poppin' lady. She's the woman who described the fire in Oklahoma.
Her name is Michelle Dobney, and she joins us right now from Oklahoma. Hey, Michelle.
Hi.
So how does it feel being the sensation you have become?
It's still registering with me. I'm not too bright with this part.
Well, when did you know that this thing had become...
Larry Dominic raised our taxes while handing out high salaries to friends and family. Cicero deserves better.
I am Esteban Rodriguez, and I am running to put Cicero's families first.
Vote for Esteban Rodriguez and Cicero Residents United.
Can your pantry outlast a disaster? These new 3-month survival food kits from 4 Patriots are delicious and designed to last for 25 years. You get more servings, more calories, and the best variety on the market. And a stackable tote that is totally covert. This President's Day, celebrate with up to $500 off. Visit 4patriots.com now to claim a new 3-month kit during the President's Day event before prices go up.
The brutal mob of cancel culture has taken many careers in the last 10 years, and music is no exception. In fact, some of the largest stars have lost it all, from losing money and fans.
So he was set to hit the stage in New Orleans Friday night. Promoters, though, scrapped the show because he didn't sell enough tickets.
To getting zero airtime.
We here at Power 106 in Los Angeles decided as a team, as a family, as a unit, to drop Kodak's music.
To getting everything taken away from them.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
Hi, I'm Rashad Bashir, and this is Where They Cancel Artists Now. The first artist on this list is the once famed and beloved R&B singer, R. Kelly. If you're a bit active on social media, then you know just how controversial and sensitive this story truly is. The darkest chapters in R. Kelly's career came with his messy relationship with famous singer and actress, the late and great Aaliyah. It all started when Aaliyah was just 12 years old. You heard that right, 12 years old. She was looking to make her mark in the music world, and her uncle, Barry Hankerson, introduced her to R. Kelly, believing he could mentor her and launch her career. However, little did Barry know that this incident would be something that he would regret for the rest of his life. R. Kelly and Aaliyah quickly began working on her debut album, the ironically titled AJ Nothing But a Number. Maybe R. Kelly named his album like that on purpose. Anyway, at just 14 years old, Aaliyah's talent was undeniable, but the album itself raised eyebrows. Produced entirely by the then 27-year-old R. Kelly, it seemed like a red flag that everyone missed, or worse, ignored. And as the professional relationship grew, the personal dynamic took a darker turn. Disturbing interviews show the two dressed in matching outfits, but dodging pointed questions about their closeness. Their interviews could be sometimes awkward and weird.
How do you mix with studies and / artists?
It was very hard to intertwine school with the career.
Especially with R. Kelly saying things like,
It's not like we work because we're like really close, so it's like just fun.
I don't really knew the word.
I mean, in hindsight, people should have known how despicable R. Kelly truly was. When asked about their relationship, their answers were vague at best. They would often reply that they were related, or they were just being friends.
Everybody seems to think that y'all are either girlfriend or boyfriend, or cousins, or let's get the record.
Aaliyah would often sidestep questions about her age, while Kelly bombarded her with comments about her beauty. However, all this vagueness would be flipped upside down when, in a big and controversial revelation, Vibe magazine shook up not just the music industry, but the entire country when they exposed just how messed up the situation was. See, the magazine published their marriage certificate. Aaliyah, just 15 years old, was married to R. Kelly. It later came to light that Kelly bribed someone to falsify Aaliyah's age as 18 on the certificate to make the marriage seem legal. The marriage was done in secret without her parents' consent. Authorities definitely should have locked up Kelly after that. But what was shocking wasn't just the illegal marriage, but the response. The industry didn't condemn it. Instead, it became a punchline, a bizarre story, rather than a wake-up call about the grooming and abuse Aaliyah endured. She wasn't seen as a victim. No, she was disgustingly branded as a Lolita or a temptress, absurdly blamed for the actions of a grown man. All of this just showed how disgusting and messed up the outdated views of the world were back then. But there's a silver lining to all of this. Fortunately, their marriage would be annulled by Aaliyah's parents in 1995. However, this disgusting story would have a tragic ending. In August 25th of 2001, news reports shocked the world when they announced the tragic passing of Aaliyah at the age of 22, breaking the hearts of the music world. Looking back, there were clear signs of manipulation. In interviews, Aaliyah mentioned,
I kind of been slid back like me, kind of take control.
She was a young girl, 14 years old, not even fully matured, unable to grasp the intentions of a man 12 years her senior. He had no business being with her at all. Meanwhile, Kelly's public behavior, from the album title to his comments,
That's how we met, and I sang for him when I first met him.
She's broken. And that's what you have to have, someone like me. Because if you're not growing in some kind of way, I can't even touch you. And that's what it is.
Hinted at his predatory mindset long before his larger purposes came to light. However, this relationship marked the beginning of a pattern for R. Kelly, one in which his fame and influence allowed him to exploit young girls with little consequence.
Yeah, the experience. Right. And of course the talent's there, but I learned a lot from him.
See, the fact was that even early on in his career, some people already knew how disgusting R. Kelly was. was. By the mid-90s, rumors of R. Kelly's devious activities began surfacing.
Is there anything outlandish that we don't know about that you may be getting into?
I don't believe that one.
I think there must be something lurking there.
It was basically a series of unfortunate and sickening events that Kelly perpetuated throughout his reign of terror, starting with the 1996 lawsuit filed by a girl who wasn't 18. This accuser claimed to have been in an intimate relationship with Kelly from the ages 15 to 18. The case was privately settled, a tactic that would later become a recurring theme in Kelly's legal troubles. And instead of being behind bars, during this time, Kelly's music career flourished with releases like I Believe I Could Fly, making him seem untouchable in the public eye. Later that year, Tiffany Tia Hawkins, an aspiring singer, accused Kelly of beginning a sexual relationship with her when she was just 15, a connection that lasted until she turned 18. Can you see the pattern? Hawkins' lawsuit detailed the emotional toll of the relationship, which even led her to attempt
The reason why Robert being locked up right now is not really justice for me is because we all know Robert didn't do this alone.
Traveling the world on a backpacking trip will undoubtedly introduce you to individuals from various walks of life. Others might not always be your cup of tea, while some wind up becoming lifetime friends. In either case, traveling exposes you to a wide range of people. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. You guys must have known many YouTubers who post adventurous videos of them traveling all around the world and enjoying their lavish lifestyle, but the simplicity level of this content creator where you on YouTube is a Venezuelan-American vlogger who posts videos of his everyday travel experiences around the world, primarily in Asia. Vlogs of Carlos and his wife Sophie Volpe dominate his content. Carlos has, to date, 734,000 subscribers, with almost 230 plus uploads and more than 74 million views on videos that he's been filming since 2017. Carlos was born in Venezuela's capital, Caracas. His parents divorced when he was 5 years old, and he began living with his mother at their maternal house in Miami, Florida, United States. As a result, he has dual citizenship. He used to sell candies he purchased from chocolate wholesalers to his classmates for a few dollars as a kid, and he credits this as the start of his career saving/earning money. He worked as a server in the restaurant in his hometown. He would save money for a globe tour, and Sophie is a native of Normandy, France. She would work as a travel agent in Normandy tourist firm. She met Carlos on Tinder while learning English in Miami. They ultimately met and married. Journey. Carlos intended to begin his global tour using the money he saved while working in Florida. Sophie accompanied him on his tour, and they were able to travel indefinitely because of their combined savings. He began in the Caribbean with Jamaica as his first stop. He then journeyed to Eastern Europe, beginning in Ukraine. He went to Kiev, the Ukrainian capital, and then Chernobyl disaster site. He went on a tour in Russia before heading back to South America, beginning with Argentina. His principal content was vlogs of football events. He's a tremendous admirer of the sport. He then traveled to Northern Africa, beginning with Egypt, then to Europe again, and finally to Asia, beginning with Indonesia. He began in Bali, but spent most of his time in Jakarta, later visiting Nusa Penida. He did, however, spend the majority of his time in India, primarily in Kolkata, and other locations in the state of West Bengal. He then traveled to Europe, South America, and back to his native city of Miami, the United States. After that, he traveled back to Asia, seeing Indonesia again, as well as in India's Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Delhi. After spending more time in Asia, he went back to France just as the COVID-19 outbreak began, and France was placed under lockdown. The YouTube sensation frequently discusses his accomplishment with miles and points, as well as how much money he saves simply by accumulating airline miles. This is when you use credit cards that gives you points for miles traveled, and with the places these two have been, it's no surprise they can make this a career. The more they travel, the more points they accumulate, and the more they use their credit cards, the more inexpensive their tickets become. Carlos also frequently mentions finding some of the more economical accommodations in the neighborhood, renting cars, and selling everything so he may try.
It's almost crunch time. You're waiting.